Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the August 15th, 2024 Assembly Appropriations Suspense hearing on Senate bills. Before we start with the 315 bills on the suspense file, SB 1234 by Senator Allen has been pulled from the committee by the author. I would like to thank the committee staff and the Republican staff for their hard work and support. It is very much appreciated. I could definitely not ask for a more dedicated group of individuals, such as the staff. I would also like to thank the staff of the Speaker's Office, the Assembly Sergeant's Office, the Information Technology personnel, and many others who've helped to ensure the democratic process continues as we transition to a more normal environment. So thank you. I would also like to thank my Vice Chair for her cooperation and support. Thank you, Ms. Sanchez. And I want to also hand it to my colleagues for their hard work on the bills before the committee. It's now time for the full committee to consider each of those bills. I'd like to announce that the hearing agenda is organized alphabetically by author, with the two bills authored by the Senate policy committees listed at the end of the agenda. An electronic copy of the agenda is available online at the Assembly Appropriations Committee website, which is located at apro.assembly.ca.gov. There are also a limited number of hard copies of the agenda in this hearing room. Later this afternoon, following today's hearings, the committee will post the results of the suspense file hearing on the same site. Also want to note, as I noted in the spring hearing with the assembly bills that came out of this committee off the suspense file, and those that didn't make it, obviously we're still dealing with pretty constrained budget environment that we have here in California. And so that's weighs, I think, heavy on us as we make these decisions about bills moving forward or not. It is a difficult budget time in California, so we want to make sure that we're being judicious with how we move policy bills forward, given that context. With that, Ms. Sanchez, would you like to say anything before we get started?
It has been a joy working with all the dedicated staff, and thank you so much for your leadership, Chair.
Great. Let's take roll, establish a quorum.
Wicks.
Here.
Present. Sanchez. Present. Arambula. Present. Bryan.
Here.
Present. Calderon. Present. Wendy Correa. Present. Dixon. Present. Mike Fong.
Here.
Present. Grayson. Here. Present. Haney. Present. Hart. Present. Jim Patterson. Pellerin. Present. Tar. Present. Villapudua. Present.
We have a quorum. Great. With that, let's begin. The first bill for the committee is SB 571 by Senator Allen. I see a motion by Ms. Carrillo, a second by Mr. Bryan. That bill gets out with the, that bill enjoys a due pass with authors' amendments to remove ARB from the working group and gets out with Republicans not voting. Without objection, we will substitute the motion and second for all due pass or due pass with amendments on the rest of the suspense file. Okay. SB 615 by Allen. EV battery recycling regulations enjoys a due pass with authors' amendments to remove Cal Recycle and make clarifying and technical changes. That is out on a B roll call. $6.15. Okay, we're game on again. Okay. SB 1143 by Senator Allen, Household Hazardous Waste, EPR, enjoys a due pass with authors' amendments to limit bill to exchange to existing paint EPR programs. That's out on a B roll call. SB 1231 by Senator Allen, Plastic Recycling Compliance Petitions, Holding Committee. SB 1297 by Senator Allen, Speed Safety System Pilot Program, enjoys a due pass recommendation. It's out with Republicans not voting. SB 1332 by Senator Allen, State Parks Endowments Fund, Holding Committee. SB 1341 by Senator Allen, Media Arts, Holding Committee. SB 1406 by Senator Allen, Residential Care Facility for Elderly, enjoys a due pass as amended to retain the extended notice requirements and the Residents' Bill of Rights additions, out with Republicans not voting. SB 1450 by Senator Allen, Voters' Choice Act, enjoys a due pass recommendation. It's out with Republicans not voting. SB 1461 by Allen, State of Emergency, a due pass recommendation, out on a roll call. SB 1226, Alvarado Gill, Armed Possession, holding committee. SB 268, Alvarado Gill, Serious and Violent Felonies, enjoys a due pass recommendation, out on an A roll call. SB 796, Alvarado Gill, Criminal Threats, holding committee. SB 820, Alvarado Gill, Cannabis Enforcement, Seizure of Property, holding committee. SB 945, Alvarado Gill, Wildfire Smoke and Health Data, holding committee. SB 1088, Alvarado Gill, Water Infrastructure Program, holding committee. SB 1198, Alvarado Gill, In-Home Respite Services, enjoys a due pass as amended to make technical changes, is out with Republicans not voting. SB 1261, Alvarado Gill, State Fair Revenue, holding committee. SB 1396, Alvarado Gill, CalWorks Home Visiting Program, holding committee. SB 1262, Archuleta, Supervised Release, holding committee. SB 1315, Archuleta, School Reopening Requirements, enjoys a due pass as amended to require one report, that's out with Republicans not voting. SB 1330, Archuleta, Urban Water Efficiency Studies, holding committee. SB 1465, Archuleta, Substandard Buildings, enjoys a due pass, out on an A roll call. SB 989, Ashby, Domestic Violence Death, that enjoys a due pass, that's out on an A roll call. SB 1000, Ashby, Connected Devices, holding committee. SB 1011, Ashby, Urban Water Enforcement Policy, holding committee. SB 1180, Ashby, Alternative Emergency Medical Services, due pass, out on an A roll call. I'm just going back, SB 1197, not SB 1198. Alvarado Gill, In-Home Respite Services, due pass as amended to make technical changes, out with Republicans not voting. SB 1452, Ashby, Architects Board Sunset, due pass, out on an A roll call. SB 1453, Ashby, Dental Board Sunset, due pass, out on an A roll call. SB 1454, Ashby, Bureau of Security and Investigative Services Sunset, due pass as amended to clarify unlicensed activity violations, add the provisions of AB 2228, clarify private investigator written claim agreement requirements, resolve chaptering issues with AB 2148, and make other technical and clarifying amendments. That's out with Republicans not voting. SB 1455, Ashby, Contractors State Licensing Board Sunset, due pass as amended to clarify tribal licensing provisions. That's out with Republicans not voting. SB 1456, Ashby, State Athletic Commission Sunset, due pass, out on a roll call. SB 1498, Ashby, Cannabis and Industrial Help Advertising, due pass with authors, technical amendments, and to provide consistency with existing law, with Republicans not voting. SB 1213, Atkins, Breast and Cervical Cancer Programs, due pass with authors' amendments to lower the income threshold. SB 308, Becker, ARB CARB, that is out with Republicans not voting. SB 308, Becker, ARB CARB Removal Regulations, holding committee. SB 721, Becker, Suite Style Student Quarter Housing, holding committee. SB 942, Becker, California AI Transparency Act, due pass with authors' amendments to delay implementation and make technical changes. That's out with Republicans not voting. SB 1018, Becker, Electrical Hydrogen Production, holding committee. SB 1120, Becker, Utilization Review and AI, due pass, out on a roll call. SB 1161, Becker, Juvenile Records, due pass, out on a B roll call. SB 1254, Becker, CalFresh enrollment of incarcerated individuals. Do pass as amended to delay the working group report to 2027 and make other technical changes. Out with Republicans not voting. SB 1288 Becker, AI working group. Do pass. Out on a roll call. SB 1374 Becker, net energy metering. Do pass as amended to remove CSU and UC. Out on a B roll call. ACR 210 Bennett, expand marine protected areas. Do pass. Out on a B roll call. SB 1002 Blakespeare, firearm prohibition. Do pass with authors amendments to strike DOJ notification requirements. Out with Republicans not voting. SB 1019 Blakespeare, firearm destruction. Do pass with authors amendments to exempt certain existing contracts. Out with Republicans not voting. SB 1045 Blakespeare, organic waste technical advisory. Hold in committee. SB 1066 Blakespeare, hazardous waste marine flares. Do pass with authors amendments to shift requirement to individual manufacturers, limit geographic scope, and streamline DTSC duties. Out with Republicans not voting. SB 1077 Blakespeare, ADUs in the coastal zones. Do pass. Out on an A roll call. SB 1092 Blakespeare Coastal Commission Appeals Report. Hold in committee. SB 1098 Blakespeare, Lawson Rail Corridor. Do pass as amended to subject report due date to date of appropriations and make other amendments requested by the author. That's out with Republicans not voting. SB 1050 Bradford, racially motivated eminent domain. Do pass. Out with Republicans not voting. SB 1059 Bradford, local cannabis taxation. Do pass. Out on an A roll call. SB 1130 Bradford, family electric rate assistance reports. Do pass. Out on an A roll call. SB 1292 Bradford, fixed electricity charge report. Do pass. Out on an A roll call. SB 1328 Bradford, electric voting data. Do pass. Out on with Republicans not voting. SB 1331 Bradford, reparations fund. Do pass. Out on a B roll call. SB 1348 Bradford, Black Serving Institutions. Do pass as amended to refine the application process. That's out with Republicans not voting. SB 1383 Bradford, public housing broadband grants. Do pass. Out on an A roll call. SB 1403 Bradford, California American Freedmen Affairs Agency. Do pass with on a B roll call. SB 37 Caballero, housing subsidy pilot program. Do pass. Out on an A roll call. SB 225 Caballero, housing preservation programs. Do pass. SB 366 Caballero, California water plan. On 225. Yeah, sorry. SB 225 Caballero, housing preservation program is a do pass. Out on a B roll call. SB 366 Caballero, California water plan supply targets. Do pass with amendments to remove cost benefit analysis, narrow beneficial use, and make clarifying changes. That is out with Republicans not voting. SB 632 Caballero, Red Rock Canyon State Park. Do pass. Out on an A roll call. SB 768 Caballero, CEQA vehicle miles traveled study. Do pass with authors amendments to make clarifying changes. That's out with Republicans not voting. SB 786 Caballero, ticket sellers. Do pass as amended to narrow the scope and increase consumer protections. That's out with Republicans not voting. SB 1123 Caballero, ministerial review for subdivisions on single family lots. Do pass as amended to revert the maximum multifamily lot size to existing law and make other technical changes. That's out on a B roll call. SB 1134 Caballero, the Surplus Lands Act. Do pass as amended to clarify the existing Surplus Lands Act guidelines remain in effect until new HCD guidelines per the APA process are in place. That's out with Republicans not voting. SB 1303 Caballero, labor compliance entities. Do pass as amended to strike reference to the Division of Labor, to the Division and Labor Commissioner. That's out with Republicans not voting. SB 1390 Caballero, groundwater recharge flood flow diversion. Do pass with authors amendments to streamline public reporting and clarify permit requirements. That's out with Republicans not voting. SB 1420 Caballero, hydrogen production facility. Do pass. Out on an A roll call. SB 1432 Caballero, hospital seismic standards extension. Do pass with authors amendments related to timely compliance and milestone. That's out with Republicans not voting. SB 333 Cortese, guaranteed income pilot program. Hold in committee. SB 646 Cortese, CSAM actions. Hold in committee. SB 734 Cortese, Bay Area Housing Finance Agency Holding Committee. SB 908 Cortese, Fentanyl Deaths Children, do pass, out on a roll call. SB 999 Cortese, Behavioral Health Prior Authorization Holding Committee. SB 1015 Cortese, Nursing Programs Clinical Placements, do pass, out with Republicans, sorry, out on an A roll call. SB 1162 Cortese, Payroll Records, do pass as amended to strike the requirement that the division must investigate every complaint. That's out with Republicans not voting. SB 1298 Cortese, Data Center Backup Power, do pass as amended to require establishment of a local mitigation fund. That's out with Republicans not voting. SB 1299 Cortese, Farm Worker Presumption, do pass with the B roll call. SB 542 Dolly, Dixie and Mill Fires, do pass out on a roll call. SB 1062 Dolly, Biomass Facility Grant Program Holding Committee. SB 1162 Dolly, Wildfire Vehicle Collision Roadkill Holding Committee. SB 1207 Dolly, Buy Clean California Insulation, do pass out on a roll call. SB 1258 Dolly, Medi-Cal Unrecovered Payments Holding Committee. SB 1423 Dolly, Rural Hospital Advisory Group, do pass out on a roll call. SB 74 Dodd, Wildfire Technology, Office of Wildfire Technology Holding Committee. SB 278 Dodd, Financial Abuse, do pass with authors amendments to modify penalty and employee liability provision and make other changes. And that's out on a B roll call. SB 295 Dodd, Pilot Boat Surcharge Account, do pass out on a roll call. SB 310 Dodd, Cultural Burns by Tribes, do pass with authors amendments to streamline resources agency role in cultural burn process, extend sunset, and make other changes. And that's out with Republicans not voting. SB 495 Dodd, Alcohol Delivery Holding Committee. SB 504 Dodd, Wildfire Defensible Space Requirements, do pass out on a roll call. SB 896 Dodd, Generative AI, do pass with authors amendments to narrow the scope of this bill. That's out with Republicans not voting. SB 904 Dodd, Sonoma Marin Transit District, do pass as amended to require the district to reimburse Sonoma and Marin counties upon request. That's out on a B roll call. SB 958 Dodd, Camp Combs, do pass out on a roll call. SB 1003 Dodd, Wildfire Mitigation Plans, do pass as amended to replace cost effectiveness with cost efficiency. That's out on Republicans not voting. SB 1014 Dodd, Wildfire Planning Framework Holding Committee. SB 1159 Dodd, Wildfire Risk Reduction CEQA Holding Committee. SB 1166 Dodd, Post-Secondary Discrimination Reporting, do pass as amended to require community colleges to report every 3 years. That's out with Republicans not voting. SB 1389 Dodd, Powered Wheelchairs, do pass out on a roll call. SB 227 Durazo, Excluded Workers Program, do pass as amended to strike current language and instead require EDD to develop a plan to establish the program and require the LAO to review the plan. That's out on a B roll call. SB 424 Durazo, Expedite Broadband Infrastructure Funding Holding Committee. SB 720 Durazo, Gas Utility Employee Organization, do pass as amended to require gas utilities, not the Utilities Commission, to notify employee organizations. That's out with Republicans not voting. SB 1090 Durazo, EDD Claims Administration, do pass as amended to clarify the bill's operative date. That's out with Republicans not voting. SB 1255 Durazo, Water Rate Assistance Program Holding Committee. SB 1325 Durazo, Best Value Procurement Holding Committee. SB 1350 Durazo, Domestic Workers, do pass out on a B roll call. SB 1375 Durazo, Federal Workforce Deployment Funds, do pass as amended to define certain terms, reduces set aside of federal funds to 1%, and revise MOU provisions such as specifying contingency on appropriated funds. That's out on a B roll call. SB 1447 Durazo, Seismic Compliance Children's Hospital LA, do pass out on an A roll call. SB 1460 Durazo, Broadband Standards Act Committee. SB 1480 Durazo, Outdoor Advertising Act, do pass out with Republicans not voting. SB 1500 Durazo, Los Angeles Federal Housing Waiver, do pass out with Republicans not voting. SB 1052 Eggman, Veterans Diversion, do pass with authors' amendments regarding firearm prohibitions. That's out with Republicans not voting. SB 1118 Eggman, Solar on Multifamily Affordable Housing Program, do pass out on a roll call. SB 1184 Eggman, Involuntary Treatment Capacity Hearings, do pass out with an A roll call. SB 1238 Eggman, Psychiatric Facilities Holding Committee. SB 1397 Eggman, Behavioral Health Services Reimbursement Holding Committee. SB 1491 Eggman, LGBTQ Points of Contact, do pass out with Republicans not voting. SB 597 Glacier Rainwater Catchment System, do pass as amended to make clarifying and technical changes. That's out on a B roll call. SB 724 Glacier Political Communications Holding Committee. SB 733 Glacier Solitary Confinement Holding Committee. SB 1200 Glacier CSU Promise Program Holding Committee. SB 1256 Glacier DNA Collection Holding Committee. SB 1287 Glacier Post-Secondary Codes of Conduct and Training, do pass as amended to strike community colleges. That's out with Republicans not voting. SB 1382 Glacier Community and Rural Clinics Building Standards, do pass out on a roll call. SB 1404 Glacier Lobbying Investigations Holding Committee. SB 1415 Glacier CalWorks Housing Assistance and Student Supplies Payment, do pass with authors' amendments to strike the referral requirements and the student computer provisions. That's out with Republicans not voting. SB 1482 Glacier Commercial Financing Registration, do pass as amended to strike registration provisions. That's out with Republicans not voting. SB 1487 Glacier Parking Violations Holding Committee. SB 1501 Glacier Small Business Relief Act Holding Committee. SB 934 Gonzalez Zero Emissions Freight Central Delivery Team Holding Committee. SB 991 Gonzalez LAUSD Inspector General, do pass out on an A roll call. SB 1016 Gonzalez Health Data Latino and Indigenous Groups, do pass as amended to delay implementation. That's out. Republicans not voting. SB 1 Gonzalez Medi-Cal Family Planning Site Certifiers, that's do pass out on a B roll call. SB 1182 Gonzalez School Climate Plan, do pass out with Republicans not voting. SB 1253 Gonzalez Firearms Holding Committee. SB 1425 Gonzalez Oil Trust Fund Liability, do pass out on a roll call. SB 974 Grove Lithium Extraction Tax, do pass out on a roll call. SB 1043 Grove Short-Term Residential Therapeutic Programs, do pass as amended to delete the mandatory investigations and instead codify existing department investigation protocols and require notification of the ombudsman. That's out with Republicans not voting. SB 1270 Grove Farm Product Industry Licensing Fees, that's do pass, enjoys an A roll call. SB 1414 Grove Solicitation, do pass, enjoys an A roll call. SB 245 Hurtado California Food Assistance Program Expansion Holding Committee. SB 265 Hurtado Cybersecurity Reports Holding Committee. SB 697 Hurtado Conspiracy Against Trade Holding Committee. SB 1151 Hurtado Foreign Agents Holding Committee. SB 1183 Hurtado Nurse Programming Screening, do pass out with an A roll call. SB 1248 Hurtado Extreme Weather Protocols, do pass out with an A roll call. SB 1367 Hurtado Commercial Feed Tonnage Tax, do pass out on an A roll call. SB 1448 Hurtado Farm to Community Food Hub Program, do pass with authors' amendments to clarify program phase and advisory committee and extend sunset. That's out with Republicans not voting. SB 1074 Jones Department of State Hospitals Holding Committee. SB 1443 Jones California Interagency Council on Homelessness, do pass out on a roll call. SB 930 Laird Memorial Highway Signage Fund Holding Committee. SB 977 Laird San Luis Obispo Redistricting, do pass out on a B roll call. SB 1046 Laird Organic Waste Facility Environmental Review, do pass out on an A roll call. SB 1064 Laird Cannabis Licensing, do pass with authors' amendments to create a combined activities license, classification, and different cultivator licensing, among other changes. That's out with Republicans not voting. SB 1188 Laird Water System Technical Standards, do pass out on a B roll call. SB 1005 Laird Medical Treatment do pass as amended to provide a business necessity exemption. That's out with the B roll call. SB 1280 Laird Small Propane Cylinder Regulation do pass with amendments to require agency regulations. That's out on a B roll call. SB 299 Limon New Motor Voter Program do pass as amended to delay the bill's operative date and clarify program operations. It's out on a B roll call. SB 442 Limon Sexual Battery do pass out on an A roll call. SB 782 Limon Governor's Appointments do pass as amended to add gender identity and sexual orientation to the list of reported information. That's out with Republicans not voting. SB 1061 Limon Medical Debt do pass as amended to conform the definition of medical debt to the proposed federal rule. That's out on a B roll call. SB 1094 Limon Civic Engagement Experiences Holding Committee. SB 1101 Limon Fire Prevention PODs Network do pass on a roll call. SB 1152 Limon Fire Safety Regulations do pass as amended to revise the scope of the proposed standard. That's out with Republicans not voting. SB 1220 Limon Phone Operators do pass as amended to exempt local health plans and make changes for hospitals. That's out on a B roll call. SB 1246 Limon Prompt Payment Act, that's do pass and enjoys an A roll call. SB 1266 Limon Children's Products Bisphenols, that's a do pass out on an A roll call. SB 1304 Limon Aquifer Injection Environmental Review do pass with authors' amendments to modify exemption review process. That's out on a B roll call. SB 1324 Limon Ocean Science Trust Contracting do pass out on an A roll call. SB 1433 Limon Energy Storage Wells Holding Committee. Okay. SB 620 McGuire Low Impact Camping Areas do pass with authors' amendments to establish a rural tourism marketing fund and require each low impact camping area operator to pay a 2% rural tourism impact fee collected from guests to the Office of Tourism, require the Office of Tourism to adopt regulations to administer and enforce the bill's rural tourism provisions, including fines for unpaid fees, make clarifying amendments to the camping provisions, add an urgency clause, and that is out with Republicans not voting. SB 946 McGuire Wildfire Mitigation Payments do pass out on an A roll call. SB 1187 McGuire Tribal Housing Grant Program do pass out on an A roll call. SB 729 Menjivar Coverage for Infertility Treatment do pass out on a B roll call. SB 954 Menjivar Sexual Health in Schools do pass as amended to more closely tie bill to budget language. That's out on a B roll call. SB 959 Menjivar Trans-Inclusive Care Website do pass with authors' amendments to allow use of an existing website and delay implementation. That's out on a B roll call. SB 987 Menjivar Pretrial Services Holding Committee. SB 1057 Menjivar Juvenile Justice Councils Holding Committee. SB 1069 Menjivar Office of Inspector General do pass with authors' amendments to further specify the Inspector General's authority and duties. That's out with Republicans not voting. SB 1112 Menjivar Medi-Cal Alternative Payment Programs, that's do pass with authors' amendments to remove the requirement for a model MLU, out with Republicans not voting. SB 1142 Menjivar Utility Termination of Service do pass as amended to make requirements to remove the requirement for a model of service do pass as amended to make requirements subject to CPUC determination and to remove the 20% cap. That's out on a B roll call. SB 1170 Menjivar Mental Health Campaign Expenses do pass as amended to strike reimbursement for expenses and make other changes. That's out on a B roll call. call. SB 897 Newman School Districts of Choice, due pass is amended to eliminate, pass is amended to delay the board's membership increase until after the 2030 redistricting cycle. That's out on a B roll call. SB 1119 Newman Hospital Seismic Compliance, due pass with authors amendments to add a fine. That's out with Republicans not voting. SB 1138 Newman, absences for military processing, due pass, out on an A roll call. SB 1202 Newman, CDCR reports, hold in committee. SB 1218 Newman, emergency water supplies policy, hold in committee. SB 1244 Newman, college and career access pathways, due pass, out on an A roll call. SB 1263 Newman, teaching performance assessment, due pass is amended to cap special fund, require financial approval. Amendments, that's out with Republicans not voting. SB 1449 Newman, complaint processing contracts, hold in committee. SCA 1 Newman, recall elections, due pass is amended to specify the measure's appearance at the 2026 statewide general election. That's out on a B roll call. SB 1214 Nguyen, United States Constitution, hold in committee. SB 1407 Nguyen, State Capitol Monument, due pass, out on an A roll call. SB 1459 Nguyen, Animal Shelters Data, hold in committee. SB 1176 NILO, Wildfire Toxic Metals Working Group, hold in committee. SB 1413 NILO, Standard Time Report, due pass, out on an A roll call. SB 1463 NILO, Developmental Services Deputy Director of Self-Determination, due pass, out on an A roll call. SB 778 Ochoa Bow, Subsurface Installation, due pass is amended to delete the reporting requirement, revert definition of working day to 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. and make other changes. That's out with Republicans not voting. SB 1108 Ochoa Bow, Mobile Home Park Notice of Violations, due pass is amended to add a 2030 sunset and make other technical changes. That's out with Republicans not voting. SB 1175 Ochoa Bow, Organic Waste Local Waivers, holding committee. SB 1442 Ochoa Bow, Fentanyl Tests, holding committee. SB 764 Padilla, Minors on Platforms, due pass. SB 92 Padilla, due pass, out on a roll call. SB 892 Padilla, ADT Procurement, due pass with authors amendments and amendments to delay contracting moratorium, out with Republicans not voting. SB 893 Padilla, AI Research Hub, holding committee. SB 995 Padilla, Teacher Pilot Program, holding committee. SB 1032 Padilla, Housing Finance Loan Forgiveness, holding committee. SB 1070 Padilla, temporary assignments and loans, due pass, out on an A roll call. SB 1105 Padilla, paid sick leave, due pass is amended to clarify an employer must provide paid sick leave when the agriculture employee's website is closed. That is out with Republicans not voting. And we're going to take a 5 to 10 minute break. Not adjourning, just taking a break.
All right, family. Hope everybody can hear me. Looks like they're going to be taking a quick break. I'm going to go ahead and probably stop the stream here. But before we get out of here, I wanted to go over the difference between an A roll call, and a B roll call real quick. So I'm going to pull up an article here. And by the way, it looks like SB 1331, 1403, and 1050, authored by Senator Bradford, did pass and should be going to the floor. So if everybody can hear me in the chat, let me know. Let's see here. Right. Okay, I'm gonna pull this article up real quick. This is an article at it's like Cap Radio, I think it is. Yeah, Cap Radio. So we're just gonna go over the difference between a roll call and a B roll call. I know we've gone over a suspense file and a suspense hearing, so I don't necessarily want to touch on that, but let's go over this real quick. Okay, great. Thank you. And then after that, I'll wrap up, and as usual, we'll go ahead and do the traditional, read the comments. So greatly appreciate everybody. This is a very historic moment. All right, here we go. Here's what could happen to each bill. Bills that pass on an A roll call vote mean both Republicans and Democrats on the Appropriations Committee voted to move the bill forward. So once again, on an A roll call, in this particular case, with the Appropriations Committee, an A roll call vote meant that both Republicans and Democrats on the Appropriations Committee voted to move the bill forward. On a B roll call means the bill passed with support from the majority party, currently the Democrats only. So that is the difference between an A roll call and a B roll call. All right, so I believe there's a couple more definitions. So if I missed any, let me know, but let's go a little further. So something that means held in committee means that the bill will not move to the floor and is dead for the year. In the first half of a 2-year legislative session, appropriations committees can designate 2-year bills. These proposals will be paused until the following year. If passed by January 31st, they have another shot at survival. All right, so far it does look like SB 1331, SB 1050, and SB 1403 are moving forward and going to the floor at the assembly. So, once again, family, thank you. Appreciate everybody for joining in this historic moment. All right, and got to give a shout out. We actually do have some people right there on the ground right now. So shout out to Darlene, Kim, and Chris in the building. I believe also Tony Harvey of California Black Media is there as well. All right, so as in tradition, let's go, baby. All right. So, what's up, Walter? Thank you very much, sir, for coming through. Good morning. Not as the slave masters used the term to rejoice over our loved one's death, but as we rise from our mourning to a new morning that God would bring us closer to a good day for mourning. Good brother Reggie Romaine, peace to you. As always, the double R in the building. Sister Monique, putting in that work. I always appreciate you. Good sister Nita. What's up, Nita? Grand rising, kings and queens. This is the day the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it. Great is thy faithfulness, O Lord, unto us. A to the men. As Reggie Murray once said, amen, Queen Nita. All right. Thank you to the ETN family. You are the very best, the finest of our new Black media, professional, dedicated, sweet, kind, and gentle. We love and appreciate you. Well, Nita, so much more back to you. Appreciate you, family. All right. DDB, good morning. What's up, DDB? Good morning. All right. Tanisha, Grand Risings. Absolutely. All right. Thank you, Ms. Raphael, as always, putting in that great work, as always. Dedicated to this reparations advocacy work. And can't forget our good sister Friday in the building. Miss Friday Jones. Hope all is well. Holding it down in SoCal. Appreciate you as always. Friday has been down for the reparations advocacy work from day one. She is D1 in the building. All right. I'm so excited. My palms are sweating. All righty. Once again, thank you, Nita. As always, appreciate you. Thanks, Monique, as always. Thank you. Appreciate you. All right. Yes, historic. Thank you, Ned, for coming through. Shout out to Friday. What up, Marcus Champion in the building. He's definitely D1 in the building, day one. Been involved in this reparations movement from day one. So shout out to good brother Marcus. He was definitely heavily involved in AB 3121. Getting some of that bill updated. The lingo. And as always, can't forget our good sister Maureen Simmons in the building, who was at the time an intern with Dr. Shirley Weber, who is the Secretary of State right now. Approached her at the particular time, and here we are. Senator Bradford held it down, so it was like a baton. I know some of y'all was watching the Olympics. You know, they was passing that baton, right? Absolutely, family. Yeah, so thank you, Marcus, for letting the family know what B-roll means. And so I think we now have a good understanding of the difference between A-roll and B-roll and what has been held in committee. I learned so much from working with you all and simply watching you all. You are a truly wonderful, empowering team. Well, hey, Raphael, we all learning as we go, right? As a matter of fact, I was kind of joking a little bit with Kim and Chris and Darlene. I was texting them, and I was like, man, last year, I didn't know anything about what was going on. Concurrence, what was that? So, yeah, it's very interesting when you pay attention how much you can learn, and then like when you actually read bills, it's like repetition, right? You keep doing the same thing, you just get better at it. Not saying we know everything, but we try our best. All right. Rochelle Bryant, thank you for coming through. All righty. What's up, Shannon? How you doing? Arc Bay area in the building. It's definitely day one. Holding down the Bay Area. As always, appreciate you. Shannon in the building. All right, family. So we are going to wrap it up. As always, appreciate you. Still not over. It is still not over. So we have to keep that foot on that gas, because we have the floor coming up and then we have the governor to sign up. So sign off, I should say. So it is not over by any means. So once again, please like, share, and subscribe. We think we're the #1 source for news and reparations. Hopefully we are. But if you think so, hit that like button. And if you can, become a member. And if not, it's all good. But at least like, share, and subscribe to this video. And once you do subscribe, hit that bell so you can get notifications. All right, family. Definitely in the building. CJ, ETM, and Lee. Peace, 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 family. And also, got to give out to a shout out to our good sister down there in, I believe they're down in the Inland Empire, the lineage, with, why am I drawing a blank? I'm gonna forget my sister's name here. Come on, everybody. Somebody get in the chat. Why am I forget? Tish. Dr. Tish. Shout out to the BLC down there and the family down in there, the Inland Empire, holding it down as well. All right. CBLS. Thanks, family. See, all these dang acronyms, right? See, but that's why we got help. Yes, CBLS family. Dr. Tish and family down there doing great work. Dr. Tish Crawford in the building. All right, you guys have a wonderful day. This is historic, but as always, we got to keep our foot on the gas. Woo! This is a good one. All right, y'all have a good one, and we will see you next time. On that note, as always, peace and definitely lineage-based reparations. Leading with lineage.
California Reparations Task Force hearings.
Final report recommendations.
California Freedmen Affairs Agency, CAFA office.
The Fund for Reparations and Reparative Justice.
Free the land, eminent domain, unjust property taking return.
The Mass Media Group was there. Reparations Now, the documentary where it all began.
Released Juneteenth, 2023.
Now listen, if you can't handle the TR rules, don't tune in.
Available to watch on Tubi TV and other streaming outlets. As always, thank you for the support. Please like, share, and subscribe to your #1 source for reparations and news. Until next time, peace and reparations.